Hi, welcome back. For those of you who are new here, I'm Delilah. Welcome. I am down 192 pounds as of right now. It's taken me about 2 years. I am also I thought it was like about 150 pounds away from my goal. I did the math. It's between 165 and 175 pounds away from my goal because I have a goal range of 125 to 135 pounds. I don't think I've ever seen that number. As a child, I mean, when I was 9, I was 102 pounds, but I was almost 5'2". And I do not recall ever seeing that number. I'm sure I did because I had to pass it, but I don't remember. So anyways, that is my goal for now anyways. And I am having a breakout right now. I don't know if you can see my giant one right here. And I have some bumps along here, over here too. But my dermatologist did tell me, using the new medication, that I will have some purging. I will likely have some purging going on, which is probably what's happening. So please feel free to ignore it. So there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about today. A lot of us are going through changes mentally as well as physically, whether that is because we are actively trying to work on our mental health, work on our emotional health, or we are just gaining confidence. I am one of those people where I just don't care. I don't care if somebody says something to me, it doesn't bother me. If somebody says something about me, it doesn't bother me. At least I don't think it does. Like I'm not reactive to things like that. Like whatever. But I know that there are a lot of people who are reactive, and that's fine. Like, you do you and I'll do me. I noticed that I've changed a lot over the last 4 years, some for the good, some for the worst. But I am actively working on trying to, work on my mental health and work on my emotional health, physical health, spiritual health. And I think along with that comes changes, and some of them are good, some of them are bad. And I keep hearing people say, "Oh, Delilah, you've changed. Oh, you think you're all good because you've lost weight." First of all, no, I don't. If I change, it's not because of the weight. I'm just back to baseline now. Like, where I'm at right now is where I was at the majority of my life. Where I was at 3 or 4 years ago was abnormal for me. 483 pounds was abnormal for me. I didn't spend the majority of my life at that time. I mean, at that size. I was there for about a year. And a year is a long time, but that's where I was for about a year. So how has going back to baseline changed me? I mean, I probably have changed. I'm sure I have. But it's not that I've changed. It's not like I'm all conceited now. Oh, look, I lost weight. I'm still 300 darn pounds. Come on, dude. Like, what? I'm not over here like, oh, look at me. Oh, I'm so fine. That's just never been who I am. It's probably never going to be who I am. And that's just me. Whatever, like it, don't like it. I'm sorry, but that doesn't faze me. However, I do know that I used to be that friend who always reached out to you. I was always the one who would call you. I was always the one who would look for you. I was always the one making plans with you. I was always the one to wait for you. And I was always the one reaching out, calling, texting repeatedly over and over and over again. Last year, I decided that I wasn't going to do that anymore. If you want to be a part of my life, great. But I'm not going to actively seek you out solely. You have to put in some of the work too. And I've lost a lot of connections that way. And I'm okay with it. I am. And some people are like, "Oh, you've changed." No, I haven't changed. You know what? Yeah, I have changed. Yeah, I have. Just because I'm not going to let you take advantage of that part of me who wants to connect with you, who wants to keep the friendship alive, who wants to believe that you just don't call because you're going through something. I just want to believe the best in everybody. But you know what? I'm going through things too. You know, I had 2 surgeries last year and I was really, really sick. You weren't reaching out to me. You weren't calling me. You weren't making sure I was okay. You know, I find out you have a cold and I'm calling you, hey, you need anything? You know, I'm coming to your house, dropping cough drops off and, you know, orange juice and flowers, you know, because that's just who I am. But I have decided last year that I'm not going to let people walk all over me anymore. And if you want to be an active part of my life, great, I welcome that. And I will reciprocate that. And I will continue to do what I do, but I won't be the only one. So if I have to let go of some, what I thought were friendships, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do that because I'm no longer going to let anybody take advantage of my selflessness like that. Selflessness in that way. I'm just not. And it is what it is. I've realized, I mean, I've always known that I'm here in Texas pretty much alone. I don't have friends here. I don't have family here. I have me and David and that's it. You know, I own my home. Well, you know, my bank owns my home. But I'm paying the bank for my house. But that's all I have here. You know, I have physical things like belongings, material, but I don't have support here. I don't have people here, which is why I turned to the internet, which is why I'm here. Because I wanted that support that I don't have in real life. And I'm lucky that I was able to find a little piece of the internet that would, you know, work for me, that gave me the support I needed. And I was able to give you back some of that support, although in a different way, because I don't get to hear your story all the time. And you do get to hear mine all the time. It's a little bit different, but I am actively trying this year to change a lot of things about myself, like to stop waiting until I've lost the weight to enjoy my life. Stop waiting until I've lost the weight to take pictures. Stop waiting until I get to the size that I want to be to try to be happy. No, the work starts now. The work has been working. I have been working. Now, at my biggest weight, at where I'm at right now, and all along the way, I have been working. I've been working on all of it because I deserve it. I'm 43 years old and I've never really lived a life where I put myself first. And it's only fair that I finally put myself first. And for those that want to come along for the ride, great. And for those that don't, that's okay too. That's okay too. You know, I have friendships that I had for 20 years that are no longer active friendships, and that's okay. That's okay. They tell me, "Oh, you've changed. You've changed." But change isn't a bad thing. It's not. It's not a bad thing all the time. Yes, it can be. Yes, people can change for the worst, but the way that I'm changing, I don't think is for the worst. It might be bad for you because you could no longer take advantage of me, but it's not bad for me. It really isn't. And I just want to know, like, how are you changing? Are you actively trying to work on other things in your life that you know need a change, not just the weight itself? Are there things that you're working on? Like this year, again, like I said, I'm trying to stop waiting until I've lost the weight to enjoy myself. I want to do those things now. Of course, there are things that have weight limits and I can't do anything about that until, you know, I have to wait, but that's okay. But for now, I am trying to enjoy what life I have left because I'm 43. I'm not 23. And that's a 20-year difference. So, you know, my life expectancy isn't, 80 more years, probably, I don't know very many people who lived 130. So, but if I live another 40 years, that's amazing because guess what? If I wouldn't have started making these changes, I wouldn't have lived another 40 years. 100% I wouldn't have. Don't know if I would have lived another 5 years, to be honest with you. I really don't. And we're already, what, 2 years into that? So the changes needed to come. They did. They really, really did. And I would love to know, what it is that you're doing differently, what it is that you are proud of for how far you've come, whether that's weight or not. Is that like, I don't want to wait until, like, losing the weight isn't going to make me happy. I know a lot of skinny, miserable people. So I want to start doing things that make me happy now and help me enjoy my life now and grow as a person into the body that I want, into the size that I want to be, into a healthy weight for me. And that's all I can do, right? That's it. Like, I just can't live my life waiting for another 5 pounds, another 10 pounds, another 100 pounds to be lost. I can't, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to anymore. I hope that you are not either. I hope that you have decided that this year is the year of change. This year is the year of gratitude. This year is the year of you. You get to enjoy yourself this year. I really do hope that. I would love to hear all about how your week is going. Good, bad, ugly. You already know. Put it in the comments down below. I love to hear about how you're doing. I love to be there to support you. Good, bad, ugly. That's all I want to do is support you. I just want to give you your digital hugs. I want to let you know that you guys really mean the world to me, and I'm here. I'm here when you need to talk. I'm here to support you. And let's go ahead and drop I don't have my phone over here, just charging out there. But let's drop a flower in the emoji. Let's give each other some flowers today. I really adore you guys, and I hope you're having a great day. And I will see you soon. But don't forget, this is the year of you. You're going to be able to do what you want to do this year. You're going to make those steps to being able to do those things. If you want to go on a cruise, take it. If you want to go to Italy, go. Start saving so that you can do these things. Start working on your mental health. The thought that, oh, I can't do that yet. I mean, I know many people who are a lot worse off than me who still do those things. And you can too. I'll see you later. Bye.